Well, hello and welcome to another episode of the Card Show. How's Scott Oil doing? Yeah, this is another episode number 71, I believe. Maybe wrong, I don't know. A little Q&A. It's been a while since I've done the Q&As. I do get the messages in the DM, so I thought I do answer them. Obviously, I'm not one of the people who get DMs and never answer them. But I get a few that are quite similar or sometimes repeat questions. So I always think it's good to do a pod every now and then and just address them so they're out there on the ether. So, you never know who could listen to them and might want to know the answer to it because it's obviously a common thing. You never know who might just said listen to this episode or might get past the episode, etc., and have some questions answered. There we go. Not some answers questioned. So yeah, well, let's get into it. I've done 10, so I don't know how that's going to take, but we'll see. So bear with me. Right, the first one. Here we go. So, do you collect anything other than cards? It's quite a lot. I do get quite a lot. That's quite a lot. I do actually collect pretty much everything in my life. I collect. I look at there's some the no green screen, not the best. There's some cards and stuff. But yes, I do collect loads of random stuff. Vinyls. I mean, I used to be big on like Blu-rays and that sort of stuff. I've had to cut down on them quite a lot. Books. I think I've got my graphic novels and books over there from Sin City and stuff like that. Funkos. I used to be big on. Who's this one? I actually got some with me. You see, Drew Brees Funko. I just one of them. The one under is better. A bit of Rick and Morty. For those that are listening, not watching, it's the Rick and Morty number 112 Funko Pop. Camera, there we go. So yeah, I do collect all sorts of random stuff. Obviously, not a card. Those are listening. It is my. The camera's not doing just here. I need to. That fake green screen there is sort of go. It's the Super Bowl ticket from Super Bowl 54. Chiefs first with Mahomes. Mahomes first. Mahomes is MVP. PSA graded 8. So yeah, happy about that. So yeah, I do collect quite a lot of stuff. So even vinyls. I still collect bands to stay too fair. Got a lot of vinyls. I'm in that weird space of do I get them graded? I see MG doing big things. Because I've listened to a lot less lately, and that may change in the future as well. With certain rooms moving around, certain things moving in the house. So yeah, maybe I should get those graded. The Interstellar soundtrack. I got a lot of soundtrack stuff. I think I got Drive. The Ryan Gosling film soundtrack, really good music. Then classics, The Smiths, Oasis, etc. I think I got some like Marvin Gaye's, Prince. Usually try and get like first pressing, so the old stuff. If we can do, obviously, if it's newer stuff like the soundtrack, try and get them ASAP, and special edition ones I'll do. But yeah, I do collect a lot of things. Jerseys as well. I've got a box. I was putting a lot recently. I've got a big box full of NBA jerseys from. I think I've got like Giannis's rookie year Bucks jersey. LeBron from Cavs to Miami to Lakers. Who else have we got? We've got Zion. Yeah, loads. And NFL, I got Drew Brees jersey. I've got a couple of Brady ones. I've got a couple of Brees ones. I've got Lamar Jackson. I got 3 Lamar Jackson jerseys: black, purple, and white. Obviously, Mahomes. Yeah, I just have. I used to just collect a lot of stuff. I'm a big collector, big hoarder. My wife says there's not much I won't collect. Yeah, not good. I try to think of anything else I've got here with me. Probably not too fair. Next question. What happened to the football footage you said you're releasing? Right, so the story behind this, for those who don't know, the Yorkshire game, right? The Yorkshire charity game, I was playing in a 5-side. Not that I was, by the way, not that I was getting called up. I think I said it was a bit of a jest that I was getting overlooked because of the name. People don't think I play football. But, football and family over here, just like, royalty in Oldham. So, yeah, there was a 5-side tournament, and I was like, it's getting recorded. I'll release the footage of my amazing performances. I did. I think I've shown people some of the footage. I've shown it. I just never put it up. I was only just sort of joking. Just cut a few little snippets of me, making some plays, scoring some goals, and that was it. But if you want the release, I think I've still got it somewhere. So I'll if you want it released, I'll drop the montage. There was, if you really want it, but wasn't. It's five-a-side. Come on, boys. If you're not scoring goals in five-a-side, then what are you doing with yourself? That's what I'd say. So yeah, that's what happened to that one. Did you ever finish any challenge with Sports Cards UK or the Totally Podcast Boys? I want to know who won. So this I had to put this one in there because this was although it's not something I get asked a lot. It was I used to get asked a lot at shows or spoke about a lot, and it was always funny because we'd go see shows and we'd do these like challenges. We'd buy cards and see who made the most profit or this that, the other. And and sometimes like you guys we bought cards before and let you guys in the comments vote. And it was sometimes it was on Dan's channel or mine, and then we did it once where I put give it to Top Load Podcast Boys, Ronnie and Harry to do it, and we've done the footage on their channel as well. And we did it, sell it on. I think it was VOT at the time, or it was even Bits. I don't God knows what it's called at the time. It first came out, and we've done it with trying to do it on Whatnot, and then it was just never been able to sort of meet up again at a show. I think me and Dan could have done a couple. To be fair, me and Dan could have done a couple because we were at shows obviously quite a lot together. But then like catching the Totally Podcast Boys, we had him at South. I think it was the South Coast one in Brighton. Yeah, and I don't think they were they were at shows again for ages. So they were like, oh, I know Ronnie's there on a Sunday, and or Harry's there the following one. It never really worked out, and it's one of them. I think me and Dan could easily have done finished off a few of them. I think maybe probably because of the time, because maybe if we did it at London, then you're waiting 3 months sort of thing. So we probably could have planned it a little bit better, where we do it at London and make sure we're at a show 2 weeks later or something, so we get a chance to sort of do the challenge, get it recorded, get the card sold so people know prior, edit the footage that way, and then reveal it next show or something, because you sort of want to do a reveal together, right? But yeah, we maybe do something similar again. I don't know. See how Dan feels. Maybe do something else. I don't know. But yeah, it's always fun. It's just difficult sort of schedules and get everyone to be at certain places at certain times. But yeah, they were fun. The Brighton one was fun with the Top Podcast Boys. That was possibly one of the most fun ones, because I think when me and Dan did it, I was stressed. It's just me and Dan. It's so stressful. I don't know why. I can't even tell you why. But I remember the first one was, I think it was in Northwest Card Show, up at Haydock. Dan had come up, and me and Dan had spoke a little bit prior. I think we first started talking at London Card Show. I think the Bear Pub. I think the first time we started talking. That I remember, because I don't remember speaking to him at a London Card Show prior. But so if I'm wrong here, Dan, shout me out for this. But I remember talking at the London Card Show, the Bear, and that's how we sort of connected properly. And then he was up in the Northwest one, at Haydock, and I think I just offered. I think I offered to help him film, maybe. Yeah, and then we just talked a little bit more, and it was a bit doing a quick collab, and that was it. He worked out some money, said, right, let's see who can get the best carpets, and and that was it. And it was fun, but again, it was stress. I think I think like Dan go first, so I followed him around, see what he was doing. I just went to a 101 sports cars, Paul Hubbard, and was like, right, here's what's going on. I need you to help me. But yeah, fun times, man. I think I got a decent card. Pretty sure I got a decent. Yeah, I think even decent card. I can't remember, but yeah, I would. Unfortunately, I couldn't tell you who won all the challenge. I think Dan did finish a few of the challenges, but we just never got around to finishing the recorded, especially the top of the podcast one. I think Dan, because I think that one was to sell on Dan's channel and see which cards. I think it was a big budget of that one. I said big budget. I think it was like £50 each team. Maybe not. I can't remember. But yeah, and we were going to sell it on Dan's stream, because Dan was streaming quite a lot on VOT at the time. And the winner, the winners of this other. But yeah, I can't actually remember. I think we won that challenge. But it's me and Dan, what you expect. Dream team, baby. So yeah, maybe we'll do another one. Maybe I'll see him. I'll speak to him, see what he's up to, see if he's up for it. When it comes to your personal collection, do you have a preferred grader, and why? Ooh, I was like, ooh, like I was shocked to see this question. Even though I put it on the list after it had been asked a few times. So obviously, I talk about PSA quite a lot because of an investment side of things. Because if you're looking to get cards graded, purely for a return on investment, adding a sort of value to your card, then you want it to be PSA 10. So just for the where the market is at, if you've got PSA 10, SGC 10 of the same card, or a CGC or MGC or Ace, whoever it may be, you more often than not are going to see that PSA is selling for a higher price. It's the sort of in demand. It used to be Beckett, believe it or not. So I see a lot of these sort of vintage or older cards in Beckett, especially the sort of, I don't say junk wax era, but the 90s sort of stuff will be in Beckett, BGS Labs. A lot probably being cracked now, to be fair, and put in PSA, but yeah, you get the drift. But when it comes to my personal, I'm not gonna lie to you, I do have, I said, do have some of the cards behind me. I could have ripped some open, couldn't I? Should have prepared better, to be fair. But yeah, no, I will. If I'm on a hunt for them, I do not care. Like at the moment, I'm buying certain cards. Actually, I'm not gonna. Should I reveal it? It doesn't matter. Yeah, and I will not care. I will type in what I'm looking for at the player, obviously Mahomes, and yeah, it'll just go through. And when certain things fit the criteria I'm looking for, like it's I want it to be limited, in some way, then yeah, I don't care if it's ungraded. Someone just quickly graded it with CGC. I've got CGC cards of Mahomes. I've got SGC cards in now. Possibly not, but maybe. But yeah, I think I got an MGC card. Someone got graded over here, so it was also cheaper because it was here and graded by MGC than it was to get it for America. And with it being numbered as well, you sort of go, well, there's only it's not a extremely low number. It was maybe 249, maybe 299. I don't know, but it just made sense have it graded already at a price where it was it was the same sort of raw and get shit from America and sort of that sort of nonsense. So yeah, I honestly do not care. I think a lot of slabs are decent. I've not come across that many bad slabs or slabs I don't like. Next, I've got BGS, I've got SGC, CGC, MGC, obviously PSA. So yeah, I'm not one of them that like cries too much about uniformity and you're looking the same and being the same when it's my personal collection, because I have how many display stands do I have? I have 1, 2, 3, 4. I have 7 display stands. Don't know if the camera's gonna pick up, but this is one. This one here is a beauty. Third down displays X Pack Rip Mahomes. Also, again, the camera's not gonna pick up. There's a little gap there. That's for a little light. What's this bad boy? Don't know how I was squinting looking at the screen for it. It's crazy. But yeah, that's from obviously the team over at Third Down Displays. And yeah, the main man, the mad scientist Ben, cut this plan of having a stand with a line into the front was a little, not see-through, but you saw them. But yeah, just it made the colours stand out because obviously the writing was in green. For those that they're listening, not watching, yeah, the stand has got a little cut out at the bottom, and you put a bulb in there and switch the bulb like that. Little turn, little twist, and yeah, it lights up. It's kind of cool. It's kind of cool. One of my favorite stands. But yeah, I've got like 5 stands. I have a few cards on them. So the rest of them, like I said, the collection of cards are all just in a folder. Yeah, I could rotate, and yes, I could get other displays for them. But I just like having Mahomes cards and the numbered Mahomes cards because I know they're sort of more limited. So yeah, I don't really care too much with But when it comes to investment, I'm obviously it's PSA because biggest return. Don't get me wrong, there's a lot of times to use other companies, especially turnaround's a lot quicker and cheaper because being first in the market does matter. But just know that if you're probably going to sell it at X price, you will get probably less than people who do go a bit slower ways of like PSA, for instance. That's just the nature of the beast. But there's nothing wrong with being first and getting a good price, by the way. Profit is profit, right? You know what I mean? So that is that one for you guys. Flying through these questions. Maybe I should have done more than 10. Jesus. Oh, yes. This one. What are the best sets to buy players' cards in to make money? Very intriguing question. I do get this quite a lot. I don't know how I worded it. I failed there. But yeah, like the best sets in each. I did 1 second. We go back to my little notes here. It obviously does depend on sports because different sports have different products that are more favorable. And I think the landscape is going to change a little bit now because obviously with Topps coming in and introducing stuff like composite and other stuff, the unlicensing. But we'll go traditionally. So I'm gonna start with MLB because at the moment we've got the whole Nets, Dodgers. Let's go Dodgers. LA baby. So yeah, I'm gonna say Bowman Chrome. First Bowman's. Also, we're looking for that sort of like rookie scenario. So the first Bowman's, Topps Chrome again for the rookies, Bowman Draft and Topps Chrome Update seem to be, looking at the market data again, not my sort of number one sport to be in. Not just to watch, but also to be buying cards and selling cards in. I do have a few baseball, but very limited. As you notice there is actually Topps, Bowman, Topps, Topps, Chrome, Bowman, and not a Prism, for instance. I'm pretty sure behind me I've got a Shohei stained glass, which if you go into other sports, stained glass, really nice card. I believe it's still a case hit in a lot of sports as well, but it's unlicensed. Penny do not have the MLB license, so it's something that's not as valuable with that side of things. So that's what I'd say MLB wise. Again, other people may disagree. That's fine. I'm just off what I've done research data wise and what people historically sort of are after is what I'm calling these. And I'll go to NBA because we've just started the NBA season. We've just had LeBron and Bronny as father-son duo, the first in history. So to be on the court at the same time, by the way, there's pull out of there. So I'd say Prism. Obviously, everyone knows Prism. We want the silvers, very liquid, and then obviously any of the rookie variant on silvers on Prisms is obviously a good one to go for. We also have National Treasures, a bit more expensive. National Treasures does have this sort of higher upper echelon, should I say, sort of cards. Following on with Flawless, obviously we know Flawless used to do a lot of. I still think they do as well game used stuff, especially in basketball, which has kept them as such a high end product. Obviously, they do like little rubies and diamonds in there and stuff like that. So another thing that helps with their prices. Contenders, obviously for the Contenders rookie tickets. So the is always nice cards to have and always seem to do decent because who doesn't want a rookie ticket or Optic as well? Do have that scenario with Optic rookie tickets, or it does a little bit better. Same with your rated rookies. And so instead of having the Donruss, which is usually your first out, which is paper, Optic comes out and you see more often than not be the better sort of rated rookie to be going for. And then there's obviously this variants and numbered cards in there. Immaculate as well, I'm going to put in there. Immaculate does well. It's and I say Immaculate, it's sort of it's like a lower end National Treasures, I might say. Just not by much, but just. But yeah. Noir, I'll put in there. Noir has some very nice cards in there. I'm pretty sure that's what I'm going to say. Is it? But yeah, I'm not going to say it's there just in case it's not, because I'm questioning myself. But Noir is a very nice set. Easy does all right as well. Again, rookies and sort of chase players and select. Not the sort of the most demand anymore, but I think it still has a lot of very nice looking cards, and it still does well on the secondary market. So that's for singles, etc. People still like a lot of the selector cards, and that goes across a few sports as well. To be fair. Next up, NFL. I've gone Contenders again. Yeah, the Contenders rookie tickets. That sort of stuff. National Treasures, as I've talked about before, very higher sort of set. Saving it Flawless. Same reasons. Prism, again, we want the Prism rookies, silvers, any variants, numbered, autos, etc. Select again, and Optic as again. So again, NFL, NBA, kind of similar. You could obviously put a few more for NFL in there, but I don't really see the value in a lot of the players and a lot of the cards. But again, if they're low numbered autos, they're going to do well. But yeah, stuff like that. Is it Spectra, Phoenix? They're not the most sort of sought after. People aren't really hunting them down. Really, it's usually people's like entrance way into sort of autos if there's always a player in there, sort of thing. So yeah, and then I go last. I said last but not least, but yeah, I would add in just because of the difference in products. Because I think with NBA, NFL, I think we'll see that as soon as with soccer that the sort of select Prism will sort of translate across. People still love Chronicle as well because of the mix sort of card you get in there. But yeah, NHL is sort of very different. Again, licensing, etc. But Upper Deck Series 1 and 2, the Young Guns, SP Authentic, and the Cup are probably the ones. I probably missed a couple then, and please let me know if you think I've missed some. Again, I'm not saying it's other sets are less desired by certain people, and just data wise and what sells, and you're looking at what cards more liquid, what cards go for big amounts. They're usually them sort of cards, them sort of things. So that's where the sort of the things I'd stick to, them sort of depending on your sport, them sort of products. And then I said, obviously, rookies, autos, numbered. Are you going to be your bigger sort of monetary value cards? Whereas you'll see, if you ever watched On the Lookout, you'll see that base cards are ones that sell the most, because obviously they're in such a big print run on them. If you've got 50,000+ of these Wembenyama cards, it's very easy to transact. People want a piece of them. Whereas if you only got, if it's to 99, for instance, there's only 99 in the world, X amount of them could already be in collectors' hands. All of a sudden, how many are going to sell for a week? You mainly sell, mainly get 5 sales of that card a week, if you're lucky, So all of a sudden you got thousands, of one card selling each week, and I said 5 of the other card. So it seems like it's not in demand. It is. The monetary value will be there. It's just obviously not as accessible. So that's what that's going to be. But base does well for sales. It's just not the biggest turnaround in the profits. There is some ways to make money still. I've touched on that recently as well. There's getting them graded and even just getting the cards out first. As soon as the packs are ripped, people still just want some reason, and it's not lie to be, is one of the things that is with the market, the card market, that does sort of blow my mind. The value on base and how people still want the base cards like this, and the price differentials between like 10s, 9s, and raws, and even 8s is crazy. Because honestly, some of them 9s, I reckon I think the 9s, if they were to be cracked and probably just wiped over properly, would become like a 10. Probably a lot of them probably even need that. Probably a lot of them need cracking and sending in. We had a consistent grading. They'd lot of them will be 10s. But the differences are so minute you can't even tell really, and the price difference is crazy. So you'll probably see a lot of my collection will be 9s. I honestly don't care too much about certain stuff when it's numbered. I don't care about what the grade is too much. It's all about having it, right? That's the important part to me, having the card. But buy the card, not the grade, as you say. So yeah, I hope that helps. And again, if you think I've missed some, let me know. I'm intrigued to hear thoughts on other card products and other cards, sort of that you think are not better, but more in demand, and I think they are. I did it last year we go. So what? No, I've just said that one now. Yes, right, here we go. Yes, there we go. What do you look for when purchasing cards? Very interesting. So it also depends where I'm going to be. If it's if I go down to third down trading card shop, I've got the luxury of having it in my hand and looking corners, taking it out, looking at any surface issues and thinking, okay, I'll have this at a collection, and it may grade at 8, 9, and sure, it might go to 10 and perfect, and you don't mind sort of paying a bit of a premium. You might see it and go, that's got a bit of a scratch. They want this much for it. It's got a bit of a scratch. It is my personal collection. It's probably coming down. Is there any room on it? And you could sort of barter, as they say, a different price. Same at card shows. Some people more often than not will let you sort of look at cards and stay secure away. But obviously, if you buy them online, which a lot of my purchases are, mainly eBay USA, you hoping that the seller is taking good pictures. You honestly, I've noticed this recently. There's like a set pool of buyers I consistently buy from. Don't get me wrong, I buy from anyone that puts up cards I want. Anyone that puts it up, I usually I'll go for it. But there's a pool of certain people that obviously know what they're doing, and they're getting the same sort of cards that I'm interested in, and I'm constantly buying from them. And they take good pictures, so you can sort of zoom in. But it's not the best for surface, and you can't always blame the seller, because they might not see themselves. Sometimes there's people out there that do it, and they know there's a scratch on it, and they'll sort of hold the card a certain way so the light hits it and it perfectly looks perfect, and it gets safe, it's a big scratch on it, and then it's a back and forth, and it's a pain. So you are relying on a lot of sellers. You just got to hope for good feedback on the sellers before you purchase. But yeah, it's difficult. You just got to look in any way possible, whether it's at shows, at a shop, online. Just use a Zoom online and eBay and try and look at the corners. Don't be afraid to ask the questions. Honestly, whether that's again in store, at a show, or online, just say, "Listen, like I'm interested in this card, especially if it's a big amount of your money," and just say, "I'm interested. Is there anything on there that I should worry about? Because I want to get it graded." Um, they may say it looks good to me. I can send more pictures. They may say it does have it looks like it's got a scratch on the back, for instance, and then it's on you. Then if you still want to purchase that card, just say, listen, it's got a scratch on the back. It's any personal collection. Would you mind knocking the price down? I'll pick it up, and everyone's happy. Again, if you're looking to flip it, just say, if this comes back an 8 or a 9, this is where it's probably going to be at, because you might have market data, whether whether you're using market movers or whatever, and try and work out sort of price that way. There's people again that may have done that prior, coming back an 8 or a 7. He's cracked it and tries to raw to make more money because it's more than the 8 and 7's going for. So it's a lot of questions, and don't be afraid to ask him, and also a lot of faith, with some people. So it's just look at best over the card as you can, is what I'd say. In corners, surfaces, front and back. That's important. And yeah, I have two like microscopic lenses. I can't remember what they're called. Like magnifying glass things. Base magnifying glasses, aren't they? I've one it's like just a little box thing you put the card under, and I got one it's like a light on it, and it's like a little pole, and you can just stare over. I've yet to take it to a show or a shop. I've not been out, not a guy yet. Just 1 second, sign hey with a little magnifying glass. Usually I do when it's sort of too late. It's like in my home and I've got it, and it's an over. I just get it once over. Usually because before, obviously, I'll decide if I'm going to grade it. I will look over it. Nice little wipe up here and there if I need it. So that's what I look for when purchasing cards. Even that's for PC as well. PC or for profit, I'm always going to check, because as much as I like having my certain cards, I still don't want like trash ones, like ones that just ripped everywhere and stuff like that. So I still want to make sure things are in good nick. Here we go. So last 3 final 3. So I hope it's something too bad or too boring. Do you see a future in all these custom / unofficial unlicensed cards? Interesting. No, obviously I've for people who listen to the pod, I've talked about Leaf last couple of years, and Futera, and now we're obviously I think Carden you've talked about, Iconic Trading Cards, obviously. Hopefully getting Lawrence on soon as well from Iconic Trading Cards in the next couple of weeks, to talk about how the first release went and future products. But yes, I do. I think what do I think? I think that there was a lot of people, a lot of influencers or whatever, or a lot of people that are supposed to be in this hobby for years. They were sort of stuck in this generic thing of it has to be, Tops or Panini. It's got to be licensed. That's what it's all about. And Leaf have done a really good job, and they still do to this day, smashing out very nice looking cards, a lot of auto cards, and the price is usually a lot more affordable for the average Joe, of the players. I think I've seen, I don't know if it's sold yet, because of my cousin who's a Aaron Rodgers fan for his sins, and there was an Aaron Rodgers auto in Leaf, and it was less than $100, and it's kind of hard to find Panini or Tops cards, because obviously it's 2004, I think is his first. I know his first auto might have been a bit after that though, to be fair. But yeah, he still has Tops cards, also, and it's hard to find cards, auto cards of Aaron Rodgers for that sort of price. I think Andy Reid's got one. Knows a cheese. Andy Reid's got a Leaf auto. I think for genuine collectors, to have an auto of the player, that must mean so much. I'm yet to have a Mahomes on card auto. I do have the jersey and the mini helmet. But yeah, I do want a card. Obviously, the boy Chief Mahomes has a nice auto I've seen. He sent me a picture of. He didn't send me the card. Yeah, he sent me a picture of it, and I think he got 2 now. I know he's always adding to his collection of crazy stuff as well. And that's back to the first question about all the things I collect. What's about people collecting stuff? Chief Mahomes, he's got a collection. I have tried to get one before. I will try again, because I think sharing his story, maybe showing a few things, will be kind of cool of what he collects and what he's got. But yeah, I do see. I think Yeah, I think especially now with Topps having this weird licensing gap and Panini losing stuff, so now they're going down the sort of the darts route, and I think look at the demand for this iconic trading cards for Oasis. Um, there's a lot of people, a lot of fans, a lot of things that want to own sort of memorabilia, and this is what it is. These Oasis cards are memorabilia. And the fact you can get little picks from which there's no value, and autos from members of the band. Yeah, it's I really think it's going to be, again, very easy way for people to get in the hobby, because usually the prices are a lot lower compared to the licensed stuff. So yeah, I do personally. I do. Let me know your thoughts. Do you think they've got a future? Do you think people will? Do you think the big companies will just say, right, well, say we need to start licensing, Oasis and maybe the Beatles next, some of the other bands, etc., and try and take the market over that way, or will there be a lot of space for these companies to go? Again, Leaf has done great stuff with getting a lot of these athletes. I think I got an email the other day. They're signing college athletes, so they're getting all these people's rookie cards and autos, and they'll sign for a long time. I think they still have Haaland, and they lease him out to Topps and Panini to sign stuff. So I think the plus side to that Leaf doing it as well is the fact that then you're not limited your player to just being on a Topps card or a Panini card, whether it's licensed, either way, whether it's you get this way, Leaf could loan them out to both and get to sign out autos on both cards. So yeah, I think custom cards, Card Ninja. I'm intrigued by this piggy bank stuff. It seems it seems a lot of money going into them. And again, yeah, you can spend your money how you want to spend your money, but yeah, some of these cards are going for crazy prices. I'm just worried that some people might get less health in a bag. But we'll see. But again, I think Card Ninja, someone is obviously in the UK doing these custom art cards, really good price, and really looking cards. And I like what he's doing with other artists. Also, having artists come in and create. He's doing it with Star Wars, F1, MotoGP, Pokemon stuff as well. So yeah, I'm really liking what they're doing, and the price point as well is really cool. So shout out to him or her. Actually, I don't actually know if it's the gender. So why should I assume? It doesn't on. Are mags good for storing cards? Quite a easy enough question, right? But it's something to do get asked quite a bit. Like, oh, mags. Of course, mags are good for storing cards. There is, I say, levels to mags, but there's I think the upgraded mags, right, where it's now sort of like 99.9% protection from UV. I think prior they weren't, and there's this whole story of, I think Totally Podcast Boys did it once, where it's like silver magnets were not UV protected and gold ones were. I can't remember, but now you can obviously get the slab safe mag holder that goes in a slab safe, so you got double the protection. Not every card not every one of my cards is graded. Not every card has to be graded. Mags are just a little thicker than top loaders and stuff like that, so give you more protection. And I said you can get these little mag safe divider things or holders, whatever, and put them in a slab safe, so double or triple the protection, I suppose. I don't know. So yeah, mags are cool. Make sure you're getting decent mags, and head over to the Down Trading Card Shop now, I think they're called. They got a website, they're down in, and they've got all that sort of stuff there. And if you're in the store or DM them about certain things, I've got this card, this is the thickness, is there a mag for this? I'm sure they'll help you getting the best stuff there. No affiliate code either, because it's not hard role. I'm just a good guy. Shutting out good people in hobby. And the last question we've got there is 34 minutes. You hear me waffle about questions that a lot of you probably know the answers to, but a lot of people don't. That's what we're here for. Is the market movers any good? Now, this is probably a tongue-in-cheek. People ask this because obviously on the lookout, it's plastered everywhere. Market movers with a code, affiliate, all that sort of jazz. Listen, market movers. I obviously like market movers. It helps me do what I do with data, with lots of stuff. I can see, I can track single cards. When it last sold across numerous marketplaces, what it's selling for, what it's doing throughout the year, throughout 2 years. How long the card's been sort of tracked for. I can see what numerous cards are selling in numerous different sports the most each week, where people are sort of putting their money. So yeah, I enjoy it. I like it a lot. And if you guys want that too, 14-day free trial, by the way. Use code Mahomes, and you also get 20% off any package you use. Mahomes. It's right there. Wait, there, right there. Just use that. Try Capital as well. I don't know about that, but yeah, it's Mahomes, and you'll get the 14-day free trial, 20% off any package you choose for life. But yeah, I enjoy it. Don't get me wrong, Card Ladder has had an update because they've now added CGC, I believe, and maybe SGC. I did just like Card Ladder a little bit as well. I found it a little bit, I'd say hard to navigate, but a little bit more awkward to navigate. Whereas I feel like Market Movers is very easy. And always, things that are easy always win because we as humans want the quickest and easiest way to get there, right? So yeah, that was definitely Market Movers definitely won it for me. Again, Card Hedger is very good and easy to use, and that's some good data on there. Not got the same that sheer volume of cards that Market Movers has, but when it's going to modern nowadays, everyone seems to be sort of buying and selling in. You don't really need to have cards that have been tracked from 96, 90s, just because of the Jordan sort of stuff. So pick your poison. There's other cards out there. Really good one as well for that sort of stuff. If you're looking for just purely sales, is 130 point of just releasing app. Again, free app as well, so nice and easy. I also like what's it called? I think it's called Wax Stat. It's kind of Wax Stat. It's an app, and I get notifications of like the cheapest prices for wax, which is kind of cool because wax is obviously something you can make a lot of money on. Especially if you get good rookie years, etc. So yeah, and Wax Stat, quite easy. WAXSTAT. But yeah, just lets you know the prices of wax, where it's cheapest, where it's most expensive, etc. What else? Hobby Exchange. That's like a web page that you add as a bookmark. That's kind of cool for that sort of stuff as well, for data wise. What else? What else do we use? I don't really use Next Gen that much. Ludex as well. I'm not using as much. Market Movers sort of took over that one. Center Stage, another one I've not really used. Card Hedge, Card Ladder. Yeah, it's now called Collectibles. Collectibles is kind of cool. You do a free account. There's a more expensive one as well. I think it's 2 tiers. It used to be just cards, but now it's got stuff like Funko stuff on it. So I've used it a little bit less. I don't know why. There's more stuff to me to track on there and save, but yeah, it wasn't like the best for the day, I suppose. And then there's alts. I just find alts prices can be a bit crazy sometimes because they give you the alt sort of recommended price, I think it is. So yeah, sometimes as a seller, it can kind of kick you in the backside. As a buyer, it can be like either a helper or a massive like argumentative tool with the seller, right? Alt saying it should be this price though. The alt average, or it's called. But yeah, no, one day putting they're the probably ones. But I mainly use Market Movers. It's just very easy to use, and yeah, it just gives me a lot of data. They can track so many cards, so many, and they also track wax as well, so you can see the price of a different wax, in different areas, etc., and see where that's at. So, boom, that is it. Hopefully next week I should have. If anyone watching this, you will see me scratching my nose like 50 times. I'm not doing anything bad. Just somebody got fluff something there. Don't know. Too close to the mic, maybe. Yeah, I should have a very, very special guest next week episode. I'm very excited to record this person. A lot of people will know this person as well from card shows and his own content on Instagram. So look forward to that one. And then again, I should have Lawrence on from Iconic Trading Cards in a couple of weeks' time. So yeah, thanks for listening to the questions. Hope they helped you. If you're thinking your question wasn't answered there, maybe it was quite I'll say obscure question. Maybe the question wasn't asked as frequent as them ones, or posed to me as those. Some of them weren't really questions, just stuff posed to me in a certain way because it's what friends do, right? But no, I hope it was okay. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope it helps. And again, I answer your DMs and answer your questions. So yeah, well, have a good rest of the week. Have a good life, whatever I'm supposed to say here. Enjoy it, and I will see you again soon. Take care. Peace.